again. This is Mike, and I'm the Sports History Collector. This VR is for Brian at Hodges 1455, who wanted us to show a good hitting pitcher or a pitcher that had a great hitting game or hitting event. When it comes to that, there's two that come to mind, and I'm going to show you the cards first, or a couple of cards first, and then I'll explain. So first one is I have a 1966 Tony Cloninger, pitcher for the Braves in 1966. And I would have shown you a 1970 Dave McNally, but for some reason it's hard to get a dollar common Dave McNally from 1970 sent to you. I've tried a couple of times. But I do have a 1974 Dave McNally. And Dave McNally was one of my all-time favorite pitchers growing up, playing on that great Orioles staff. So first off, we'll talk about Tony Cloninger. It was July 3rd, 1966. The Atlanta Braves were on their way to a fifth place finish that year. On that day, pitcher Tony Cloninger hit two grand slams in a single game against the San Francisco Giants. He pitched a complete game for a 17-3 victory in front of a meager attendance of 27,000. Excuse me. 4 years later, on October 13th, 1970, Game 3 of the World Series, the Orioles' Dave McNally hit a grand slam home run for a 9-3 complete game victory over the Reds. Now, attendance was almost double that of the Cloninger game, and it was obviously on a national stage, so the whole, the whole world was watching it, or at least the United States. Both Cloninger and McNally's feats gave them a record in the records books that will probably never be broken, as pitchers no longer hit. Now, after I thought about that, I thought, well, maybe Ohtani, he's hitting while he's pitching, could possibly do that, but I can't imagine anyone else. So the question I have for everyone is, which one would you rather accomplish? Two grand slams in a fairly meaningless game of a meaningless season, or a grand slam during the World Series? Oh, by the way, the starting and losing pitcher for Game 3 of that 1970 World Series was, you guessed it, Tony Cloninger, although he did not give up the grand slam to McNally. Well, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed this VR, and I'll talk to you soon.